We're back. Snowy Sunday. Most wonderful time of year. We woke up. 6 ABC channel 6 News. They got Action News. Got it right. 5 to 6 inches of snow. Some kids thought it was maybe 6 to 7. 6 to 7 inches. But we're here. Another home game. Hollydale Ice Arena. If you're looking to get out on this snowy afternoon, come on down. A lot of TVs up in Dunlop's Bar and Grill, and a lot of live action on the ice surfaces below. Stop in. Tom Alex Anucciuk sent you today. We're playing Lehigh Valley Phantoms. They're coming down from the Lehigh Valley. Used to the snow up that way. Coming down to take on the PHC 2015s. We expect a fast-paced action back and forth. This is usually a hard-fought battle. We're looking to stay out of the box today. Just continue to work on that puck movement, head manning the puck, hitting that neutral zone with speed and numbers, and then the zone entry. Once we get in, slow it down, set up, work it back across, make them play horizontally, moving left to right, right to left. And of course, tickle the twine as much as possible. The U.S. banking system's typically closed on Sundays, but the money man is here in attendance, warmed up, ready to go. He's looking to put that puck, build off a big day yesterday. For our new listeners, the money man is Dylan Pacelli. We got one referee in the building. Partner might have gotten snowed in. Setting the nets, pegging them. No, he's not going to peg them. He's going to remove them. Got to peg those nets. And that's going to be off a lot. As there's fast-paced action at this 10U AAA division, and it's going to be a physical game, as it always is between these two teams. So we may want to do a favor, peg the nets, but referees choosing not to. Stay with us. We'll be back for live action. Dylan Pacelli, Billy Maurer, Michael Winton, Ethan Nunez, Colin Anucciuk, the dynamic duo there, Johnny Gerbevec, Shane Zabarski, Fazio Pucciarello, Roachie Spittle. We enter that ice surface looking ready to go. Ellie Shaw in the blue paint, scratching it up. She's in those new fresh all-white Bryans. The strategy with the all-white pads. When the shooter's coming in, if the pad's aligned on that ice, you can't see the difference between the ice surface and the pad. There's no separation in the eye. So, harder to pick up where the openings are. Big shout out to our 2018 Junior Rebel. Taking down a major team today, Westchester, Pennsylvania. Hard-fought battle. They scored with 46 clicks left on the clock from the top of the house. Carter Holzer going bar down after a beautiful pass from none other than Jackson Boyd. And those two played in the AHF 8U All-Star game yesterday. Well-deserved. Turning out to be budding superstars. We like the way they play, but We're hoping they make it back down or tune in to us for good action today. PHC 2015 is taking on the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in AYHL action. We're hoping that the puck movement stays there, the energy stays up, the fun continues. Second ref gets here, so we will have two referees. Snow didn't slow them down. Maybe cause a little slower commute. PHC, home whites, scrumming. Coming from screen right to left. Phantoms in the roads. They'll be coming to you screen left to right. And we'll be looking to go hard. .235 left in warm-ups. I think they slowed the clock down, extended it. Boltman Williams now in net, trying to deal some pucks. Split game. They appear to be dialed in. They're going to make it happen. Mrs. Maurer. Teaches the middle school English, but she's also good on the ones and twos. One of the best in game. Arena DJs tempting me to take my snow boots off and put my dancing shoes on here in the crowd. Bucks are in, they're gathered at the nets. 10 seconds left on the warm-up clock. The horn will sound. They're going to get underway here. They're dialed in. On warm-up. Ellie Shaw will take the blue-pink for us today to start this one. We need to put a good defensive effort out in front of her. Work on our gap controls, work on those good first touches. Heavier on the puck overall. More importantly, we got to stay out of the box. As we're learning, that's where we get exposed and we hurt ourselves. So we break from the bench with my favorite cheer in all of Blue Hockey. 1, 2, 3, who are we, PHC? We come out with Maximus Roach, Joshua Fazio, Johnny Gerber back up front with Maurer and Witten on the back end. As I said, Miss Shaw taking the blue paint for us today. Waiting for the Phantoms to break from their bench, and then we'll be on their way here. All right, we're gathered at center ice. Referee acknowledges both goalies, checks at the score. Puck is dropped, we're underway. This one's pushed over to the boards where Fazio will put the forecheck on. Phantoms go back in their own zone, trying to regroup. But PHC swarms in on them. Fazio collects it, he puts it to Roach behind the net. Roach will step back, he gets hauled down on the toe castle. They're going to let that one go early. Phantoms will flip this back up ice. Maurer will get to it on the half wall. Around the end wall. We'll reverse back up on this forehand, play it ahead to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck collects, tries to find Fazio out in this neutral zone. It gets past him, but Witten following it up. He collects it. We're on sides. We enter with numbers. Witten leaves it for Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck loads, fires it, gets off a stick, up and over the Phantoms net. Fazio will collect it. He's going to put it to the point where Shane Zabarski gets there. He'll load, he'll fire it, gets in on the net. Bouncing around, it's loose. Lost sight of it. Lost sight of it. They blow it dead. So we'll go for a full line change. You've got Spittle, Cucciarero, Pacelli up front with Nunez and Zabarski on the back end. Puck is dropped. Phantoms win this one. They try to get it out, but it's kept in by Ethan Nunez. Will poke it forward, looking for Spittle, but the Phantoms will swarm on that. They'll get out in their neutral zone, drive in. Ethan Nunez will seal it off. Spittle will pick it up, get his toes up. He's going to flip that ice to Pacelli. Pacelli gets off his blade, gets out in the neutral zone. He's putting the forecheck on. Cucciarero takes that passing lane away. Pacelli trying to get it off the boards. Second effort, the Phantoms push it out into their neutral zone. We're there to gap up and win the puck. Spittle will collect. We'll take a couple strides, gets off the boards with it. He's going in. He's got Cucciarero with him. Splits the D, draws the traffic. He gets in, tries to play it across the stick to side. Now he's hitting, pinned along the end boards, but he comes out of it on the forehand. Looking to play it out front. Runs out as we bunch up a bit, but he plays it out in front. It gets through. Zabarski gets a stick on it, keeps it in momentarily, but on the second effort, the Phantoms collect it and get out in the neutral zone where it's turned over. Pacelli gains the line. He's hauled down from behind. Nothing called. Spittle finds Cucciarero. Cucciarero puts it on net. Spittle trying to crash for it. Likes through a stick check. Trying to get it along the boards. The Phantoms will collect. They'll go off the end boards around the net where Winton will step in and keep. He'll drive into the corner. The Phantoms kick it the other way. Trying to play it forward. Good surf by Dylan Pacelli, but it'll get out in the neutral zone. Winton will play it back to Maurer. Maurer will collect. He's going to get to the red line. He'll dump it hard in off the end boards. Spittle will put the forecheck on while his line mates are going for a change. Winton's going to keep. We'll pull it out. He finds Carr in the neutral zone. Carr's waiting. They're on sides. He steps in, gets to the top of the circle, drives right to the dots. He turns, he fires. Save made, gets off the side, and rebound opportunity pushed aside, and they play it back ahead, but it's kept in by Maurer. Rochi now putting the forecheck on. We got Rochi and Nunzio Carr up front now. Maurer's going to turn with it. He's going to go D to D to Winton. Winton's going to come right back to him as they had a forecheck. That's offsides. So, guy coming off the bench anticipated the D to D, picks it off, but they were south of the blue line. Whistled dead for that automatic offsides. Neutral zone face-off again. Rochi between Carr and Nunzio. Zabarski and Nunez on the back end. Puck is dropped. Pushes through. The Phantoms will push it back. Try to wheel it up the near wall. We got to attack the puck here. Rochi gets on it. They chip it forward. It gets off the boards. Zabarski's going to collect it. He's going to turn and go off the boards, trying to look for Nunzio. Nunzio kicks it back to his blade. He finds Roach in the center. Roach is driving across. He's trying to get it to Carr. It's stick to side, but Carr will collect it. Play it down the boards to behind the net for Nunzio. Nunzio collects it, trying to get it to Rochi. Rochi gets in there, gets a stick on it. He's bumped. It's out the front of the Carr, and they bury it. So good puck movement. Moving out to the PSA. Getting pucks and bodies in the net. So good support, good puck movement. 8 and 15 to 89. Tickle in the twine for the first time today. 11:43 left in the first period. PHC opens it up 1-0. Now we got Johnny G. Joshua with a flash, Fazio. Declan Spittle out there with Witten and Maurer. Witten collects. He'll find Gerberbeck on that far side. Gerberbeck's going to turn up. He's going to gain the line. We'll drive in. He drops it to Spittle. Spittle following it up. Gets down the boards. Gerberbeck gets it in the corner. Drags past one. Leaves it for Spittle. Spittle will now work down low. He'll go back behind the net. He's got Fazio on that side boards, but he leaves it for Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck banks it off the defender. Good thought. Kick save made by the Phantoms goalkeeper. Gets out into the neutral zone. The Phantoms trying to collect it. They play it back across. They enter the PHC line. Good stick by Maurer. Good support by Winton. And then it's chipped in to the far corner where Winton will get there to try to contain. The Phantoms walk back, trying to walk it in. They play it out in front. It gets all the way through. The net's kicked off for the first time today. We might need to take a tally. That one, net comes off for the first time. Might slow the game down a bit. Rochi, Pacelli, Punciero, Nooner, and Shaner. Punciero jumps through the lane. He collects it. He's going to drive wide. Drags pass back into the center. Try to play it across for Rochi. Hits the boots of a Phantom. And then they swarm on him on the boards. It's played back in. Whistle dead for the offsides. Played it across. Nunez will collect this. We'll turn up with it calmly. Finds Rochi in the center seam. You think he was looking for Pacelli, but Rochi collects it. Gets across to Blue. He's going to drive wide. He's on the forehand. Trying to step back and trying to drop it to Punciero. It hits the boots of a Phantom again. And they'll try to chip it up the boards. It gets out in the neutral zone, but good closure by Shane, who will play it across to Dylan. Will try to enter, but we're met by the stick check. Now the Phantoms are coming the other way. They'll drive in wide. Good contain. Fired in. Ellie paddles to the side at an awkward angle. Stayed strong. Stayed on that post. Shaner plays it up to Pacelli. Pacelli gets it out in the neutral zone. That's going to be whistled dead for an offsides. So we'll change it up. We're going to go back to Spitz, Danutsiuk, and Carr. Witten and Maurer on the back end. He's leaning on you, just step out of the way. Spittle will chip this one back to Winton. We'll get past him. Winton will get back behind the net. The forehand gets out wide, hauled down. But they're going to throw this one across in front. Danutsiuk will collect it on the far wall. He's trying to flip it across. He finds Carr. Carr's going to turn with it. Carr's going to drive wide. He's going to pull up. Dangles across the top of the half. He was leaving it for Spittle. Miscommunication, and now the Phantoms are coming the other way. Maurer's back to contain and stop that threat. As we got a little cute there. We do work on that practice. And now we're going to get whistled for the roughing. Phantoms will go to the box. We will go man up. Brought to you today, Dunlop's Dude Up. Dunlop's Bar and Grill. We got one of my favorite fans in the building. Bear Shaw, rocking the Eagles gear and the snow boots. Stop in to Dunlop's. Tell them Alex Danutsiuk sent you today. 9:26. We're on the man up. Rochi, Gerberbeck, Shaner, Fazio. We need one more. Pacelli, the money man, will come out. No, they'll hold up. They'll check it out. They're going to put Carr. Carr will come off the sideboards on the forehand. So you got Rochi, Carr, Gerberbeck up front. Fazio and Shaner on the back end. Rochi ties up. Carr jumps in, trying to get that. Leaves it for Rochi. Steps down into the corner. Phantoms will come up the boards. Carr seals it off. He's fighting through. Rochi collects it, comes off the boards with it. He'll get it to Fazio, where he'll quarterback it from the top. He finds Gerberbeck on the far side. Gerberbeck walks in. He's looking for Shane in that center bumper. Gets through off a couple sticks. Fazio will walk with it. He's got some ice. Have it. Turns and fires it in. It's tipped and scooped up by the Phantoms goalkeeper. As we were trying to get pucks and bodies to the net, they lay some lumber. Zabarski will stay away from it. So we'll line up offensive zone draw, 103 left on the power play. Offensive zone draw to the right of the Phantoms goalie. Roche looking to bring this one back. He brings it back to Fazio. Gets over the stick, gets out in the neutral zone. But the flash will be there. He'll turn, use his body to protect that puck and plays it forward. Looking for Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck wins the puck battle. He's going to turn up with it. He plays it to Roach. Roach splits them. He's down the middle. He's on the back end. He slides it in. Kick the side by Phantoms. Goalkeeper. Now the Phantoms are going to collect. They're going to try to stretch it. Fazio will gap up, but it gets chipped out in the neutral zone where he'll play it across the car. Car's going to turn up with it. He's got Zabarski ahead of him. He plays it forward. They're met with some pressure at the blue line. Carr plays it in. Gerberbeck will now put the forecheck on. We're trying to set it up. It's played back out. Fazio will get it. We'll chip it off the boards. Gerberbeck turns in. We hit the line with speed. Gerberbeck finds Carr. Carr loads. He fires high off the glass. Hit the net next time, buddy. So it gets down there. Plays it out in the neutral zone. Fazio gets his toes up. He's got white ice. He's going to leave it. But the net is off. The nets are off. We're going to have a long day. I remember my first time. Puck is dropped. Now we got Pucciarello, Spittle. Pacelli out there with Maurer. Good stick by Maurer. And Winton. Spittle's going to gain the line. Drops it to Pacelli. Pacelli loads up, tries and drag past. Phantoms hit him with a stick check, and they're coming the other way. They killed off that penalty, and now they hit the line with numbers and speed. Winton will contain. It's played across, kicked the side by Winton, and then kicked the side on the second effort by Spittle. Spittle collects it. He's trying to stretch it to Pucciarello. Gets off his stick in the neutral zone. Pacelli cuts it off, pushes it down the boards. Pucciarello gets it into the zone. He'll put the forecheck on. The Phantoms are going to go high off the glass, ringing around. Maurer reads it, steps to it, keeps it live. Phantoms will try to throw it out again. It gets over Maurer's stick this time and goes back. They got one press and Spittle shoulder checks. There's no ice, but he gets back defensive side of it. They'll fire it across. Ellie's there on the post, makes the kick save, and now Spittle collects it. Now we have numbers coming the other way. 3-on-2 through the neutral zone. Spittle headmans it to Pucciarello. Pucciarello cuts back. Tries to drag it in the soft ice. He gets the pocket pick, and now we're coming the other way. With speed coming through, the Phantoms gain the line. They turn, they fire it in, but it's stick this side by Ethan Nunez, and then the second effort collected and put it into the corner by Pucciarello. It's played back out in front, good net front contained by Shaner. Putti plays it to Spittle. Spittle's going to give one more to Pacelli. It gets out in front. Pacelli will get to it in the corner. He's going to drive around in the near corner. We'll turn up. He's going to leave it. Cycle it down to Spittle. Spittle's trying to step off the wall. We'll use the frame of his. He'll leave it for Nooner. Nooner will put it back down the wall where Pacelli will gain control of it in the corner. He's looking for help. Spittle arrives to support. Spittle will push it down to Pacelli. Pacelli's going to walk it behind the net. He'll stop behind the net. He'll play it to Spittle. Spittle goes back to, again, a little fancy there. And now the Phantoms collect. They exit the zone, but cut off and surfed by a back check in Pucciarello. Gets to Shaner. Shaner will play it across to Nunez. Nunez has white ice. He's going to take it. He gets to the red line. He'll dump it in. Carr coming off the bench, trying to get there first. The best way to win a puck is to get there first. He plays it across in front. No one home, as he probably had more time to drive there. But big collision in the neutral zone as someone ran into the jersey barrier. Carr will get to the red line, dump it deep. Minuciuk will put the forecheck on, trying to arrive there first. Minuciuk gets above it, forcing him back behind the net in the Carr's path. Carr will get there, forcing him to play it up. Winton steps in and keeps. He'll get into the corner. Carr will get in the support, trying to kick it back. He finds Minuciuk out in front, gets over the stick, and now the Phantoms are coming the other way. Maurer's back. Roach is relentlessly back checking. He'll get out into the corner. Good stick and contain and effort and support by Maurer and Roche. Minuciuk steps off the boards with it. He's going to skate this one into the neutral zone. He'll get to the red line, drive down and try to find Roche in the center seam, but the Phantoms kick it off and come the other way. They'll enter the line. They're pushed outside the dots by Maurer. They fire it in. Ellie paddles it and then squeezes it with the catch glove, hangs onto it. Hits reset, so we'll have a defensive zone draw to the left of Miss Shaw. Fast-paced action. I think I'm talking quick today. Reminds me of the Micro Machine commercials back in the day. Spittle. Faz. Gerberbeck. Shaner and Nooner on the back end. Gerberbeck wears that one in the back of the leg. Fazio picks up the rebound, and he's going to drive. Good effort by Johnny G. Wearing one as he turned it. The one part of the body on a hockey player is the back of the thigh. Has very little padding, if any at all. That's where he wore it. Yeah, not even on the goaltenders. So puck battle ensues on the far boards. Fazio's there tying it up. Shaner gets in, chips it up. The Phantom's trying to step off the boards. Good stick by Shaner. He plays it ahead for Puncharero. Gets through. He's putting the forecheck on. He turns up the wall. They play it ahead. Spittle there to cut it off. He'll go to Maurer. Maurer will play it across to Winton. Winton takes a shoulder check. Go back to the forehand. He'll play it out in front. Spittle quickly collects and plays it out to Fazio, but it's kept in by the poke check of the Phantoms defender. It's around the wall. Winton's going to collect. He'll play it to Winton. Winton will stretch it to Pucciarero. Gets off the stick into the corner. Great find. Pucciarero will collect it with speed on the forehand. Good effort by the Phantoms defender. Pucciarero finds Spittle. Spittle looking for Fazio out in front. Just gets past. We're centimeters away from our connection on the tape-to-tapes. Spittle collects behind the net. Walks it back. He's looking for support. He'll leave it off the end wall to Pucciarero. Pucciarero moves it up the wall. Walk it in. Maurer will turn on fire. Warned by a defender. Gets out in the corner. Pucciarero will go back to the point where he'll find Maurer. Walk. Have it. Kicked aside by the Phantoms defender again. And then they'll chip it out the far way. They're going to come through. They have numbers, but good back pressure. Good hustle by Declan Spittle. Playing both ways. 2-2 will collect it. He'll calm it down. He'll go back behind Ellie's cage. Look to come up the center seam now. He drags past one. He's out into the center. He's got Pacelli and Pucciarero with him. He's going to drive down the middle. He leaves it for Pacelli. Pacelli's going to push it over to Pucciarero. Pucciarero's going to collect it. Fire it back across. Good thought. Got through nice and hot. Pacelli will get it on the half wall. He's going to walk down. He's hit and bodied up. Gets into the corner where plays it back in. Pacelli trying to step off the wall. It's poked aside, but Rochi collects it. He's going to walk in. He's on the forehand. He plays and finds Pucciarero. Pucciarero fires it in. Save made. Rebound opportunity put back. Doesn't get in, but Nooner steps to it. He collects it at the half wall. Walks into the corner with it using his big frame to protect it. He looks out in front. Bounces through. And now we got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Shane's going to contain. They walk past and they're in all alone on Ellie Shaw. And they beat her just above the pad, right below the glove. Hard shot as you got players coming at you. It's where you teach young hockey players to shoot 8 to 11 inches off the ice. Hard to make that save, but again, we put her on the clothesline. Out in the Amish country. Leaving her out to dry. Nothing we can do there except try to gap up and play better D. Let's get it back for her. Let's go, boys. Carr, Nuccio, Spittle. Winton and Maurer. It's one back. Winton will collect. He's going to look for Carr. Spittle sticks it down. Carr will collect it. Carr's going to put it back for Spittle. Gets through. Nuccioc's on his horse. He's going to beat them. He gets through the middle. He'll get there. He'll play it up the boards to Spittle. Spittle will turn with it. Walks off the boards. He's trying to center it. Stick the side by the defender. Now the Phantoms are coming the other way. They play it down. That's going to be no icing. You got to play on it. Maurer will collect there. Maurer's going to collect it. Goes off the end boards to himself. The Phantoms collect. We'll push it back in behind the net. Puck's bouncing around. We're trying to find it. Bought it up. Spittle finds it. We'll pull around the cage. He's going to look to get us hit up. Plays it out for Carr. Carr will collect. Trying to chip it for Nuccio. It's met by a pinching defender. Phantoms look to come back in. They got numbers back. They turn, they fire. Ellie makes the save. Carr will collect this one. Go for a little skate. He plays it ahead to a Nuccio. Nuccioc's going to try to stretch it across to Spittle. Spittle turns up with it. He gets past. Plays it in. Phantoms will collect. They'll go back behind the own net. Nuccio forces them back up the other way. Spittle gets above it, trying to keep it in. Does so momentarily. Fazio collects. He's going to walk in. He's top of the circle. He loads. He plays across the Spittle. Spittle puts it back off the far pad. Big save made. Gets into the corner. Fazio will collect. Will turn back down. He's looking for help. Anucciok will try to get in there. Phantoms will push it back up the board. Shaner will keep it in. Fazio will drop it to Spittle. Spittle's going to walk down. Loads up. He fires. Gets off the end boards. Fazio will collect it on the far side or near side. He's going to play it back across looking for the point. He played it in the soft ice and pull off, and now the Phantoms are coming with speed. They get down, forced outside that dot lines and back behind the cage. Spittle will pick it off. He's going to collect it. And a headman at the Fazio. Fazio's trying to step to it. As the horn sounds, we go in. First intermission, 1-1. Stay with us. We'll be back for the next 15 minutes of action in about 120 seconds. All right, we're back for second period. Actually tied up at 1 after the first. Looking to find some energy. Second period energy here. Ellie Shaw takes the blue paint at the far end to my left. Phantoms goalkeeper takes the far paint to my right. We'll start this period with Max Roach, Gerbevec, Nunez up front, Fazio and Maurer on the back end. Roachy steps through, collects it, gets in, pulls up, he plays it ahead looking for Gerbevec. Gerbevec was driving center lane, didn't see it, so Roachy will collect it himself. He gets into the corner. That puck is stripped. Fazio will keep, plays it back ahead for Roachy. Roachy's going to turn up, drives in, gets in, collects it, gets back on the forehand. He's looking for help. What an escape move. Nooner's there to help him. It's out in front. The goaltender tries to jump on it. Still loose, and now that net comes off. Is that the fourth loose net today? We're keeping a tally. That's 4 on the day. Roachy, Fazio, Gerbevec, Nooner up front, and Maurer. Fazio and Maurer on the points. Play it across. Maurer will collect it. Walk off the board. We're going to go trip. I was watching puck. They're getting Gerbevec for a trip. I didn't see it. Little delayed call. Kirby goes for a tripping. I didn't see it. But I was caught puck watching. So 14-26, second period, 1-1. We'll have a defensive zone draw. We're man down. We got Spittle, Mucherero, Carr, and Zabarski on the back end. That one's fired through. Ellie blockers of the side. Puck's out in front. We're trying to find it. Mucherero collects it. He'll get into the neutral zone. Trying to drag past. He's met by a couple stick checks. The Phantom's going to play it back the other way, but Spittle will get this on the half wall. He'll play it back forward. Bounces off the backside of a Phantom. Spittle follows it up himself, collects it. We'll get across the Phantom's line. He'll turn. He'll fire this one in. Saves made. Goaltender will control that rebound, cover it up. So now we got the money man and Roachy up front. Fazio and Maurer on the back ends. 58 seconds left on the man down. Offensive zone draw to the left of the Phantoms goalkeeper. Puck is dropped. Roche collects. He steps through, makes a move, walks it in, backhanders, fires it, gets the rebound, trying to play it back out in front. That net's going to come off for the 5th time. Now it stays on somehow. Phantoms collect, and they're going to try to skate this out. Get it out into the neutral zone. We'll play it across. Maurer will challenge just at the top of the circle. We'll ride him off the puck. Pacelli trying to ring it around the walls. It's stick down by the Phantoms, but Fazio in support collects it. He'll get it out in the neutral zone. He'll play it across for Roche. Phantom stick checking. They're coming the other way. Maurer will collect. He'll use some extra real estate. Stop behind his own net and slow it down. Off the end boards nicely to Fazio. Fazio's going to turn. He's trying to stretch Pacelli. He finds Pacelli leaking behind the defenders. There's one to beat. He'll load up and put it through the feet. It gets in. Still loose, bouncing around. Goaltender able to swallow it up and hang on to it. Doesn't like the money man on the blue paint. Gives him a chop in the back. I think the money man says, hey, I'll take note of that. I'll take note of it. Now I'm going to try to fire one in. Tickle the twine. Looking for the Wawa Shorty. Roche will tie up. Sully will jump in. Gains puck. On that half wall, he's looking to play it to the point. Phantom in the lane. Phantom's collecting. They're going to come the other way. Coming out of the box. Demucci replacing. Gets a stick on it. Roche is bumped down, but no call there. They play it ahead. Fazio will close that gap, but the Phantom's trying to play it back forward. Fazio, good stick. Good relentless back pressure and speed by Max Roche. He picks it up. He's going to take the ice. He plays it ahead to Anichuk. Gets through off his stick and into the corner. Anichuk will get there. He's hitting pin. Pacelli goes in to help him. Now we got Spittle, Pacelli, and Anichuk up front. Spittle's going to get above it. We got Shaner and Carr on the points. Carr will step in and keep. Walks it down into the corner. Trying to play it back across, looking for Pacelli. Gets through to the sideboards. Pacelli will collect. Reverse and push it down the wall as he's running out of space. And Anichuk finds it in the corner. He's bumped. Fighting through, looking for support. Phantoms get in. They outnumber us. They're going to try to get out in the neutral zone, but it's kept momentarily by Shane Zabarski. Now the Phantoms come off the wall, but we run into Spittle, runs into Winton. The Phantoms collect, they load up, they fire, gets in on Ellie Shaw. Gloves it and hangs onto her. She was square the whole way. Gonna work on trying to get into shooting lanes for her. So we got Winton, Spittle, and Anichuk up front, Shaner, and Carr on the back end. We'll go off the glass with Callum, but it gets out in the neutral zone. And Anichuk and Winton trying to get there. Winton collects it. He's going to drive in. He's going to load up. He fires. Stick aside by the back-checking defender at the last second. Phantoms are now coming the other way. Shane will walk. Hits a boot in front. Karam's off. Wide, just wide. Spittle will put it out to the point. Shane's going to get D to Carr. Carr will walk. Puts it in for Anichuk. It's tipped in. Loose! Hey, control what you can control, boys. Control what you can control. You're good. Referees not having their best one. They might have wanted to stay home, drink some hot cocoa today on a snow day. Nah, they're changing. They're going for their change. The referee ejected them. So the Phantoms goaltender being asked to exit the game. You're going to let him stay on the bench? You got to put someone in the box. Referees are conferencing. I've never seen this, but they're going to eject the goalie, allow him to stay on the bench. But if you're going to remove him from the ice surface, it's at least a misconduct. And we're going to go man up. This isn't learn to play. This is AYHL hockey. I'll stay live as there's a conference at the benches. I don't know what's happening. They're putting one of our guys in the box. They got to put someone in. They need a player in the box. You're going to go 5-on-5. You can't remove a player from a game without issuing a penalty. I don't believe. Might be bizarre. Someone will need to serve it. You can't remove a player without issuing a penalty. I mean, I don't know. I've seen some things. I haven't seen that. This is bringing back memories of Cleveland and the Reapers. Young kid tried to put everyone in. Whole team. So it looks like we're going to be 5-on-5 for the extracurriculars. Don't know what they called. But the goaltender on the Phantoms gets ejected. We got a penalty in the box. I would think we'd be man up. There's got to be an extra. Don't understand. So there's a misconduct. Assuming the coincidentals on the jersey barrier and the goalie, but then they get an extra. So they probably need 2 guys in the box. Yeah. Unless it's 3 and then it's 4. I don't know. Trying to figure this one out. Too much thinking. I think they should have 2 in the box. The coincidentals and then the extra. So the Phantoms probably need 2, but we'll let them figure it out. Yeah, let them figure it out. They need 2. Well, no, now they put 4 and 130. So they doubled them up. We should have 1 off. But whatever. Let them drop the puck. Witten's getting it right. We got to take 1 off. It's not how I would have scored it. A lot simpler way here. Coincidental and the extra minor. But we're going to go 4-on-4 for 1:30. And then there's a 4-minute major. I haven't seen a major penalty. That's what the expulsion's for. Roche collects it, leaves it for Pucciarello. Pucciarello trying to put it back to the point for Maurer. So we got Maurer, Fazio, Roche, Pucciarello up front. The Phantoms chip pass, but the Flash is able to recover. Roche trying to step back. After the confusion, we're back underway. Pucciarello collects it. Fazio, Roche. Pucciarello will step in, fires that off a shin paddle, collected himself alone. Fires back across, looking for Roche. Maurer steps and fires in. Big stop made by the goaltender from the Phantoms, and that's going to be iced. So it'll get there. It'll be whistle dead for the icing. Will come 200 feet. For an offensive zone draw to the right of the Phantoms goalkeeper. 1-1, 10:42 left in the second period. Let's get going here, boys. Here we go. We're going to go no one in front. These are turns and fires. Rebound there, sitting for Roche, and he goes bar down. Picks up the rebound. I'm betting you that's how they designed it. That's how they drew it up. Good support. Tickles the twine. So we'll remain 4-on-4. Now we got Carr and Anuccio. No, we got Spittle and Anuccio. Carr and Zabarski are on the blue line. Spittle wins this back to Carr. Carr will collect. Plays it ahead looking for Anuccio. Anuccio trying to get in the zone. He drives past. Loses an edge. Spittle will collect. Will turn on fire. Gets off the boots of a Phantom defender. They try to play it out into the center. Cut off by Nuchuk. Second effort, the Phantoms will ice it. And at this age level, there is no icing. We're even up, so it wouldn't even matter, but there is no icing on the man down until you get the 15U, or 15O as they like to call it, where it's a pure birthier, where you step into midget hockey. So Spittle, Zabarski, Nuchuk. Nuchuk collects, he turns, he fires, it gets wide. Carr will step to this one. We'll keep it on the half wall. Nuchuk trying to push it in the corner, but the Phantoms are coming out the other way. Gap up. We got Zabarski and Carr back. Phantoms will push it into the corner. Play it up the boards. Kept it at the far point. They loaded, they fire. Carr gloves it down, bouncing around. Carr collects it. He's going to go for a little skate. He plays it out into the center for Spittle. Spittle's going to pull up. They stay on side. Carr's driving to that back post. Spittle finds him. Carr puts it back. Blocker, save made. Zabarski collects it. He loads. He fires. Hits a Phantom defender. He collapses. He wore that one. Trying to get back to his feet. Minuchuk to Carr. Carr loads. He fires. Kick save made by the Phantoms goalie. Out to the point. Fazio will collect. He'll go D to Zabarski. Zabarski loads. He fires. Gets in. Bouncing around. We're trying to find it. It's loose. Carr puts it back. It gets across the crease. Spittle puts it in. Somehow stays out of the back of the net. And the Phantoms will push it forward. Fazio will turn up with it. He's going to play it ahead to Carr. Carr will get across the red line. He plays it to Spittle. Spittle's down the center. He's on the forehand. He loads. He fires. Butterfly save made by the Phantoms goalkeeper. So we stay 2-1. There's a minute 44 left on the power play, which we think was a major penalty. We'll see if we can tickle the twine. If they stay in the box or not. So now we got Gerbevec, Rochi, Pucciarero up front. Witten and Fazio on the back end for the second half of this power play. Phantoms play behind the net. Gerbevec trying to get there. Bodies a player up. Rochi collects. The Phantoms recover. Chip pass out in the neutral zone. They're coming the other way. Rochi, relentless back pressure, gets to this one. Fights through a stick check. He's dumped. Witten following up, pushes it forward, trying to find it. Phantoms collect. Rochi gets back to his feet, trying to find it, but the Phantoms sustain. They gain the line. They play it back across. They load. They fire. Bounces in on Ellie. Off the paddle, and then she finds it and scoops it. Catches it with the catch glove and hangs on to it. 8:26, 1:11 left on the man up. So we will have Spittle, Minuccio, Nooner up front. Maurer and Zabarski on the back end. 1:11 left on this man up. Let's see if we can tickle the twine here. Spittle pushes it in the corner. Maurer will step to it. Off the end boards to Zabarski. Zabarski plays it ahead for Minuccio. Minuccio will turn. Headman at the Spittle. Spittle 10 and 2s. He'll get to the red blue line. He'll dip it deep. Minuccio's going to get in after it. But the Phantoms cut it off. They jump the lane. They're going to go around the far side where they're cut off by Ethan Nunez. Ethan Nunez trying to get off the sideboards with it. Collects it himself, fires it back across, looking for Spittle. Stick this side by the net front defender of the Phantoms, and now they're coming the other way. Maurer will step through it, separate him from the puck carrier, or from the puck. Little running around. Comes forward. Spittle chips it out. That's going to have enough for an icing. And they'll whistle it dead. So we're going to come back 200 feet my other way, or to the other end. 7:37 left in the second period. PHC 2-1. We're going to go with the goalie change here. It's a split game, only one game today. So Coltman Williams just comes in. 22 seconds left on the man up. Now we got Carr and Fazio on the back end. Pucciarero, Gerbevec, Rochi up front. Phantoms collect. Try to step off the wall. They load. They fire. Gets up over Williams' net. Gets all the way around the boards. Pucciarero will collect it. Trying to chip it out. Held in. Carr will get there. He'll put it off the boards. Pucciarero unable to collect it. They're going to step back across. Gerbevec gets a stick on it. They'll load up a fire. They fire it in. Kick this side through the screen. Williams keeps out of the back of the net. Fazio will collect in the corner. The Phantoms kill off the remainder of that man up. Fazio will collect it. He'll chip it around, find Carr on the far side. Carr's going to turn up with it. He's looking, he's finding Pucciarero, but it's intercepted by the Phantoms as he's trying to hit him off the boards. Pucciarero collects, he'll turn, he'll fire it in. It's bouncing around. Phantoms collect just inside their line. Gerberbeck gets a stick on it. But the Phantoms, on second effort, collect it. They chip it back out into the center. Roach gets a stick on it. It's left ahead for Pucciarero. Phantoms fight it off, and now we're coming the other way. It's going to get into the zone. Carr will pick it up. We'll skate this one out. Gets it off the sideboards. He'll turn, looking for Pucciarero. Gets over his stick. Pucciarero will get there first. Gets good body position. He'll turn up. He's got Gerberbeck in front. He's going to load up. Steps across, trying to play at the Gerberbeck. Goaltender scoops it up. Traps it with the catcher's mitt. So, offensive zone draw to the right of the Phantoms goal. Keep 6:22 left in this one. Their head is up. They are starting to try to make them defend and goaltend, moving left to right. But our passes might be a little sooner, a little crisper. Phantoms come in, but good angle, good support in that defensive layer. Play back ahead. Gets past our forward stick. Gets out in the neutral zone. Phantoms will turn back. They're going to get down the near wall. Try to play it back out into the center. Shaner's there to stick it aside. Maurer collects it. He'll go back behind Williams' net. He'll turn up, make a first pass to Winton. Winton turns, looking to spring Spittle. Spittle collects it as it was behind him. He'll pull up. He plays it ahead to Anucciok. Anucciok stays on side, trying to play it back to him, but it's off a stick of a Phantom defender. Spittle will get there, looking for help. Plays off the end boards. He turns in front. Anucciok's digging, and they bury him. They give him a couple extra shots. They're going to try to quick whistle it and not let any of this extracurricular activity continue. So we got a ball game here. Roche, Nooner, Vaselli up front. Fazio and Carr on the points. Roche takes a look. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do. What's his strategy here? He's talking to Nooner. Coming off that sidewall. Pushes it in the corner. We'll try to get there, but the Phantoms collect and come off the boards with it. Tip it off the boards. It'll get down there. That's going to be an icing. Williams lets them know. So we'll come 200 feet. Coltman Williams in the net. We're going to give a loud shout out to our buddy Landon Williams. Hopefully he's resting up, feeling better at home. Forgot to give you the shout out yesterday, buddy. But hopefully you're listening to PHC. Starting to feel a little bit better. Roche collects this one. Tries to chip it to Fazio. Fazio will step. We'll play it across for Pacelli. Pacelli's going to turn with it. We'll walk it into the corner. He's tripped. Left off the end boards. The Phantoms collect. They'll play it ahead. Barr's trying to keep it. Chip it out into the center. Roche will collect this one in the neutral zone. He'll turn and get his toes up. Trying to cut down those boards. Take whatever's given to him. Phantoms fight it off, but Nooner keeps it active. Roche gets off the wall with it's lost in the feet. Nooner finds Pacelli standing back post, turns and fires. Blocker save made. Rebounds there. Pacelli will get after it. Carr will step and keep. Phantoms will fight it off in the corner, and now they're going to turn the other way. So Phantoms play it in. Fazio will get back as Williams gets out of the net and stops it for him. Fazio will play it ahead to Pacelli. Pacelli's going to cut out into that center seam. He plays it over to Nooner. Nooner's going to turn when he gets to the red line. He'll dump it in. Roche's going to get there. Pacelli's staying above it. Roche off the end boards. Pacelli picks it up. Pacelli goes to Fazio. Fazio walks, fires, tipped in. Oh, just wide. Pucciarero will collect it. We'll turn. You got Fazio. Got Fazio. Still have him. They fight Pacelli. Pacelli trying to go back to Roche. Phantoms pick it off, and they're coming the other way. Fazio will close in on that. He's got the back support for Pucciarero. Pacelli. Pucciarero comes the other way. The drive in. Gets wide. Walks it in. Plays it back across. He finds Spittle coming off the bench and loads and fires. Gloved and fought off. Phantom's trying to come up with it. They'll ice this puck. His car was trying to seal it off. It'll go 200 feet. We'll come back down for an offensive zone draw to the left of the Phantoms goalie. 3:48 left in the second period. There we go. Start getting pucks and bodies in the net. Gerberbeck, Spittle, Pucciarero. Shane or Maurer out there. This one's pushed in the corner. Spittle will jump through. He'll collect it. He'll turn back out, but he plays it looking for Gerbevec. Gets off the feet of a Phantom, and now the Phantom collect it in net front. They're going to turn and come the other way with it. They chip it out in the neutral zone. They'll gain the PHC line. They'll drive out wide. Try to play it back across. Stick to side. If they recollect it, they'll turn up with it. Going to be heavier on the puck, boys. Phantoms play it into the far side. Maurer will step and remove the puck, and now he'll chip it forward for Puccio. Puccio hits Spittle. Spittle has one more to make. He tries to play it ahead for Gerbevec. Phantoms fight it off. It gets into the corner. Gerbevec there to interrupt that. Spittle plays it back across looking for Puccio, but it's stick to side by the Phantoms. Puccio collects it. Drags past one. Will load back up. Fires. Rebound opportunity put back by Spittle. Kicked aside by the Phantoms goaltender. Spittle will walk out with it. He finds Shane at the far point. Shane will walk down. He'll put it down to Puccio. Puccio will turn with it. Plays it back for Spittle. Bounces down to Gerbevec. That's what we call tic-tac-toe +1. Very unselfish play. They stretch them out in the zone in their defensive coverage. And you get to the guy on that back post. And they tickle the twine for the third time today. 2:46. The goal, the actual rule is the goal continues. The scoring opportunity continues if he kicks the net off. In the rule book. They're trying to wave this one off because they choose not to peg the net. I thought at 10U it was pegged the whole time. I don't know. 10U. 9U you have an option. 10U you're supposed to peg them. In USA Hockey, yeah. It's a rule. I don't think he felt. Yeah. I think he just didn't feel like bending over and pegging them. How's it go? So, goal waved off. Beautiful hockey. Roche collects. He steps through. Stick to side. Winton will get to this in the corner. He'll go up the boards. Carr will try to keep, but it gets chipped past. Fazio's there to close in on it and recover it. Tries to put it forward. Phantoms cut it off. Good stick by Fazio. Roche's there to collect it. He's pinned behind the net. Fazio will collect. Plays it forward to Anuchuk. Anuchuk's going to try to stretch this one out into the center. He'll skate this out. Now he finds Winton. Winton's going to turn up, but he's got his toes up. Roche stays on sides. They chip it forward. They're going to put it past. Carr takes the body out. They chip past. Fazio's in there to recover. We'll turn back. He'll escape up. Plays it ahead to Carr. Carr plays it out looking for Roche. He gets behind him. Gets out of the neutral zone. Roche collects it. Fought off by the Phantoms. Anuchuk gets a stick on it, but the Phantoms will collect on the near side. They'll go regroup it, go D to D. Look to stretch it back up. Carr will close on that. It's played back ahead. Fazio collects it. Stay on! Stay on! That's one where we went for the change. You kind of hope that the player stays in the box until they enter the zone, and we hurt ourselves on that zone entry. Jump off sides as it was caused by our offensive line change. Phantoms play it back ahead. They get to the red line. They dump it in. Zabarski will get back there. We'll go to Maurer. Maurer's going to turn with it. Trying to stretch that ice out to Spittle. Spittle collects it. He's got one more to make. He makes it to Pacelli. Pacelli's going to drive in. Stick check side by the Phantoms defender. Pacelli fights through it, trying to toe drag up that wall, but the Phantoms get a stick on it, and now they're going to exit that zone and play it ahead. Z-Man will collect it. He'll go D to D to Maurer. Maurer will collect. He's got his eyes up. He'll put it off the boards. Nooner collects it, trying to play it back across the center. Spittle collects it in his feet, gains the line, tries to fight through it. Oh, I thought he was going to get through there. He does come out of the pile with it. He turns. He's bodied up. Trying to collect it. It's left for Maurer at the point. He'll go D to Shane. Walk, walk, walk. Have it. Turns and fires. Gets above the glove off the end boards. Maurer will push it into the corner. Pacelli will collect it. Pacelli digs out of there. He's coming the other way. He's on the forehand. Looking to play it. He'll get Maurer at the point. Maurer will draw attention to him. They get to Shaner. Shaner will walk. He'll turn. He'll fire. It gets through. Save made. Spittle collects off the end boards. Trying to play it back out in front of the stick. To side by the Phantoms. Pacelli collects it. He's trying to walk inside the dots. He runs into a stick check. And now the Phantoms will ice this puck. It'll get 200 feet. It'll be whistled dead for icing. 11.2 clicks left on the clock in the second period. Offensive zone draw to the right of the Phantoms goalie. Offensive zone draw. Looking for a clean win. Got Carr on the half wall. Roche pushes the car. Carr pushes it back forward. But the Phantoms are going to collect. They're going to put it off the wall. Puncher sitting above it, collects it. Now he gets to move the puck. They're going to come down. That horn's going to sound. As they load, they fire it in. Williams stays there tall. As that could have been dangerous. But we'll go on the second intermission, hanging on to a 2-1, which should be 3-1 lead. Some bizarre calls today. Worst decision of the day, not pegging the nets. We'll be back with you 120 seconds. We're back for third period action. Roche, Puncherero, Gerber back up front. Fazio, Carr on the blue lines to start this third period. Here we go. High energy. Let's go. This is where you need to get pucks and bodies in the net. Early and often here in the period. Chip it through. Gets into the Phantom zone. Puncherero will split the D. He'll try to get there first. Collects that puck. Turns up with it. Going to walk it back in. Cuts it across. Gerberbeck trying to collect it. Fought off. Carr will get it and play it back in. Plays it back in. Offsides. Settle down. Now you bring it back. You flip that to Fazio, right? Here we go. Fazio, spread out a little wider, kid. We're going to try to go forward with it. Phantoms ship it back ahead. They're come out of the pile. They're going to send it in as they gain the red line. Carr will get back to collect it. Takes a check, plays it back around to Fazio. Fazio wheels it up to Puncherero. Puncherero's got Gerber back across the seams. Tries to stretch him. He gets it there. Gets under the stick, and they're going to whistle. Oh, they're going to call the icing off as we didn't get a deflection on it, but they whistle it off or wave it off. Chipped ahead. Rocha will get back, collect this. He's going to turn with his toes up. We'll play it ahead. Carr will play it ahead to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck's looking for Puncherero. He'll dump it in. Puncherero will now get after it. Collects it behind the net. He's ridden off the puck. Winton trying to close in it, coming off the bench. It gets off his stick. We need to settle the pucks, boys. So Winton will collect it. He'll regroup at the car. You got time. You got time. You got time. Carr plays it ahead looking for Puncherero. Gets past him into the zone. Carr there to lift the stick. He goes to Winton. Winton will turn. Tries to play it out the other side, but the Phantoms, forechecker, anticipated it. Plays it back behind the net. They play it out in front. Pucciarello will step to this now. He's got speed and numbers. We got a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 developing. Pucciarello's through. He enters the zone. He's got Spittle driving in the net. He looks for him. He tries to put it back. The net is off yet again. The net is off. That's the 7th time today. I don't understand the decision made to not peg a net. For those listening, grandparents, that we don't understand, there's small moorings or small pieces of steel. The end of the red iron is hollow. It's an open hole. You put the pointed mooring into the ice that then holds the net in place. Otherwise, these nets are pushed around and slide off the goal line pretty easily. They didn't peg them today, so the nets are being dislodged pretty easily. Play continues. Shaner will put it off the wall, walk down it, try to keep it. Winton's there, trying to keep it. Shaner will go off the wall. Danuchuk will try to get into it behind the net. Phantoms will chip it forward. Nooner closes in, trying to seal it off, but they get it out in the neutral zone. Winton will get there, and they're not going to call that one. We might have got away with one there. Winton will then play it ahead to Shaner. Shaner chips it to the far side. Danuchuk gets above it, gets off the wall, trying to find it. It's bouncing around. The Phantoms collector coming the other way. 3-on-2 to develop. To play it ahead. Fazio will stick it. Carr will down, try to seal it off. He'll get there. Puts it back up the boards. Looking for Shaner. Shaner leaves it. Spittle chips past in the soft ice. He's going to get on his horse. He's got Danuchuk and Fazio closing in with him. It's played ahead. It's sticked aside by the Phantoms defender. Spittle will collect. Spittle will walk it out in front, looking for him. It's going to get past. It's going to go all the way. No ice! No ice! No ice! Carr will get back. He'll take his shoulder check. Collects this one. Rings it around the boards looking for Spittle. Gets out of the neutral zone. Phantoms will collect it. They'll try to chip it back forward. Fazio cutting through the center seam. Pushes it ahead. Pacelli above it. Collects it. Gets down. Gains the line. He's on the forehand. Trying to drag back across. His poke check aside. Maurer will collect it. Maurer walks into the corner. We'll go off the end boards to Pacelli. Pacelli will work on that half wall. Trying to fight it into the corner, but the Phantoms outnumber us and they choke it off the boards and put it back out. Spittle will go to Carr. Carr will play right up to Maurer. Maurer will turn with it. He gains the line. Have it, Billy! He'll turn up with it. Plays it across for Roche. Roche cutting down the center seam. He's on the back end forehand. Played it in. Big stop made by the Phantoms goaltender. It's rung around the walls. Winton will try to keep it. Gets past him. Gets out in the neutral zone. He's looking. He's got Fazio with him. He's got one on. Throws the brakes on the Phantoms. Collect it. They play it back out in front. Gets all the way through out to the point. Good stick lift by Pacelli. So the Phantoms will collect in the neutral zone. They'll play back in. That's offsides. We'll have a neutral zone. Center ice face off. 10:53 left in this one. 2-1. Here we go, boys. Who wants it? That one's chipped forward. Pacelli will put the forecheck on. Phantoms push it up the boards. They chip past. They have numbers at the PHC line. They load up, they fire. Gets in on Colton. But we'll squeeze it and hang on to it. So now we'll change the forward line. We got Spittle, Gerberbeck, Pacelli, Pucciarello. Pacelli was exiting the ice, sorry. Comes back to the corner where Winton will collect. He'll go around the far wall. Phantoms will get above it. They'll chip it back down into the corner. Spittle gets a stick in the lane. Pushes it aside where Nuno will collect behind the cage. He goes off the boards to it. Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck's got one to make. He puts it ahead. Spittle gloves it down. We got a 2-on-1 at the line. He's going to drive in. He's going to pull up. Loads, fires off the iron. Gets off to the sideboards. Spittle collects, or Gerberbeck looking to collect it. Spittle pushes it back in, trying to find Pucciarello. Phantoms fight it off. They push it out into the neutral zone. Nunez will step. Will push it back across. Winton will collect it. We'll go back across to Nunez. Nunez trying to flip this one up. He finds Spittle on the near side. Spittle plays it ahead to Putrera. Putrera is going to get to the blue line. He's going to make a move. He walks past. He's got Gerberbeck back. Post slides it across. Gerberbeck goes up top. That's a goal. That's an answer. He's popping bottles. Oh, my goodness. He popped the top of the net there. The old popping bottles. But play continues as these referees. It is a home game, so you can't argue that they're home referees. But it's played down. Stick to side. Gerberbeck will collect it. Find it back out in front. It's going to leak through. Carr will collect. Pelot will fire. It's going to get through. Hits his body. Gets wide. Gerberbeck will collect it. He's going to leave it for Spittle. Walk, 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 walk. Trying to play it back across. Fazio will step in on it. Keeps it live. He'll collect it. He'll load. He'll fire. It's in the back of the net as it gets through. Joshua Fazio walking down that center lane. That one, there's no doubt about it. Unless they come back, tell me that net's off again. They're having a conference. You're having a bad day. I would just put the pegs back in. That home team broadcast. Try to have fun with it. If you're listening, you might not like what you hear, but it is okay. We're PHC 2015 broadcast. You can watch on Live Barn if you want to. So they do count that one. 9-11 left in this one. 3-1 PHC. Nunez plays it ahead to Shane. Shane will step across a load. He throws it down the center seam looking for it, so it gets through. Rocha will cut it off on the half wall. Drags past one. He makes a move. Plays it across to Shaner. Shaner loads and fires. What a save. Wow. That's a big-time stop by this young goalkeeper. As that was fired in back post. He's shifting left to right. And it was low. It was where we wanted 8 to 11 inches off the ice. That was going to ring post and go in. But he gets a glove on. Good athleticism. Rocha wins this back to Nooner. Nooner loads, fires, gets off a he collects, puts it towards the net. Another save made by the Phantoms goalkeeper. Shaner's hit and pinned. Nuccio gets in to help him. They got 5 guys in on that puck. But we're unable to win it, and now they break back. We're outnumbered there. Nooner fighting along the boards. Rocha gets off the pile with it. Press back up, and Nuccio collects it as he was above it. He plays it ahead to Shaner, gets off his stick, gets into the corner. Shane will look to fire back out in front, but the Phantoms collect. They'll ring it around the wall. Nunez will collect. He'll escape up with it. Gets off the wall, gets inside the dots. Backhander up, fought off with the blocker by the Phantoms goalkeeper. Rocha now trying to get on it. They play it back forward. Rocha collects, stick to side. We'll turn up with it. Drive to the center there. Help him. Help him. Shaner will get in. Shaner collects it. We'll walk it around. Rocha keeps it active. We'll try to come out the other way. We're going to fire that one. That's going to go down for an icing. Whistle dead. And we'll come 200 feet. Offensive zone draw to the left. The Phantoms goalkeeper. 7:32. PHC hanging on to a 3-1 lead. Here we go. Fazio Carr on the points. Pacelli, Maurer, Spittle up front. Spittle giving it. He wins it back to Fazio. Fazio will hold it, walk with it, put it in the corner for Pacelli. Pacelli's going to come around. He'll reverse up. Gets played around. Carr will try to get there and seal it off. Pushes it down the wall back into the corner where Spittle will get hit and pinned. Phantoms come away with it, but Maurer's above it. Chips it off the wall. He'll push it down in the corner for Spittle. Phantoms swarm on it. They're going to try to come out the other side. Cut off by Pacelli. Pacelli's now hit and pinned. Maurer's in there to help him. Maurer will collect it. He'll walk it out front. He chips it across. He sauces it to Spittle. It's a feet. Phantoms collect it. Now they're going to come the other way. They try to stretch that ice back out. It'll get past Fazio, but he's there with the body position. He's hauled down, collects it from his knees, plays it back up the boards. Phantoms keep. Second effort. Pushed aside by Fazio. Now they're going to stretch that one. He touched it. They wave it off. Oh, touch! He waves it off. Guys got to get on the same page. So they'll come center ice. There won't be the icing as it's an inadvertent whistle. They'll go center ice. It's tipped. Not having their best day. So nice face off Rochi. Butcher, Gerbevec. Nooner, Witten. Trying to chip it aside. Phantoms come out of the pile with it. They're going to gain the line. They step in, they load, they fire. Gets off of Nooner. Shin pads, gets wide. Witten will collect off the end boards. Plays it around. Butcher will collect at the top of the circle. It's got Gerbevec out in that center seam. He'll chip in the soft ice. He'll collect it himself at the half wall. Turns back up on the forehand. Plays it back across. It's fired in on that kick to side. Butcher trying to get there. He's hitting pin. Phantoms step to it in support, and they're going to skate this one out. They make a couple of diagonals in the zone. They're going to come back through. Good stick and continued by Nunez, recognizing he had the support. Rochi was dumped. Nothing's called. Gerbevec kicks it back to his feet. Fired in. Stick to side by Williams. That's another big body on big body there. So here we go. Gerbevec collects. He's got Pucciarello up front, trying to stretch him. He gets him. He's on sides. Stick to side by the last defender. Pucciarello will come around, trying to collect it. Phantoms fight through it. And then they're going to come back in. Carr will keep it. He plays it to Pucciarello. Pucciarello's got Gerbevec out in front. Slides it back across. It's stick to side. Carr will step in and keep. He challenges. Fazio is above it. He'll keep it in. Got to get back. Spittle there to intercept it in the center. Now he'll collect. He's going to go in. He'll drive wide. He's hauled down. A little inadvertent contact, I guess. Gerbevec's going to get there. Trying to get that puck out of the pile. Bounces around. Gerbevec comes out of it, but he's sealed off. Spittle will collect it far side. Plays it back out in front. It's loose. It's loose. Guys are having a bad day. Bad day. Everyone has them once in a while. Oh. We got Shaner and the Nuziuk up front. Between them is Spittle, and we got Fazio and Carr on the points. It's one back to Fazio. Fazio will walk with it. Chooses to put it down in the corner for Spittle. Spittle will turn off the end boards. Trying to drag it out in front. He's met by a stick check. Phantoms collect it. They'll come the other way. They're going to try to stretch it. Carr will step in and keep. Leaves it for Spittle. But the Phantoms collect. Got to get back! Interference! Good stick check by Joshua Fazio. Plays that back ahead. Carr will stick this one aside. He's going to turn. He's going to go with it. Plays off the boards. Phantoms collect, but they push it forward like a bulldozer on a construction site. And that's rung around. Spittle will try to get above it. We'll play it ahead. Going to be kept in by Fazio. Fazio will load, will fire. Hits the boots of a defender. Gets into the corner. Spittle will turn back down the wall. We had the point there. We'll get the Nuziuk. Nuziuk puts it. Have it! Carr will load and fire. Doesn't get great wood on it. The Phantoms come the other way, but it's cut off by Fazio. Fazio will play it to Shaner. Shaner steps in. Loads, fires. Saved and hung on by the Phantoms goaltender, making another big stop. 3:47 left in this one. 3-1. PHC trying to tickle the twine for a fourth time today. Now we got Pacelli, Rochi, Maurer up front. Nooner, Witten on the back end. Rochi will step through. He collects this one himself. It's through the boots. Poach rebounds it and slides it in. I don't know how it stayed out of the back of the net. It's still loose. And now they'll call. Stayed out of the back of the net. Not sure how. 3:39. 3-1. Here we go. Keep it up, boys. Pucks and body to the net. That net came off again. So we'll have an offensive zone draw to the right of the Phantoms goalkeeper. Pacelli camped out in front. Rochi taking the draw. Maurer on the half wall. Nooner and Winton at the points. Now bounces up. Nooner will step into it, but it's chipped out, and now the Phantoms are coming the other way. Good challenge by Michael Winton. Keeps him to the outside. Slides him down in the corner. Plays to the head, looking for Mauer. The Phantoms are to it. Mauer gets a stick on it. They'll reverse back up. Play back across. Nooner will collect. He tips it forward to Roche. Roche's got a 2-on-1 to guard. He's got Pacelli with him. Plays it across for Pacelli, who loads, fires, and puts it in the back of the net. But they did kick the net off. He did kick the net off. Are they going to wave it off? That is the question. So that's the fourth one. Good puck movement. Nice pass by Maximus Roach. Pacelli driving center net. Catches it on the forehand, tickles the twine for the fourth time today. Pacelli is cashing checks this weekend. The money man. D-Money. Big weekend for him. Spittle, Gerbevec. Pucciarello out front. Fazio and Carl on the back end. Puck is dropped. Spittle wins it back to Carr. Carr plays it to Fazio. Fazio will get his toes up. He plays it ahead to Gerbevec. Phantoms defender steps to it. They're going to come the other way. It's cut off. Carr will collect this one inside his own zone. Put it off the wall, looking for Pucciarello, who's cutting across, but the Phantoms will intercept to come back the other way. Carr gets a stick on it. Gerbevec there in support, trying to get that puck out in the neutral zone. The Phantoms keep. We'll play it back across. It's contained by Fazio. We get back behind the net. Play it out in front. Stick to side by Fazio. It's going to be kept at the point. Fired back in. Carr kicks it aside. Spittle collects it. And now we got a 3-on-2 developing. We'll stay on side. Spittle plays to Gerbevec. Gerbevec collects. Loads it back across, looking for Pucciarello. We get back behind the net. The Phantoms are going to look to play this one forward. Seal it off, seal it off, seal it off. Get through the heads. Phantoms will collect. Fazio's back. They walk in. Good stick by Fazio. Thwarting any shooting attempt. Carr's there. He'll get in the shooting lane. He sticks to the side not once but twice. Fazio then collects it. Gets it out of harm's way. Pucciarello will collect. Play it back ahead. We got a delay game, or a delayed penalty, because the Phantoms fire it back in. They're going to get the lumber. Someone laid the lumber. Laying the lumber down, getting called for the slash. 2-minute warning. As we got 2.00 on the clock, 4-1 PHC. Offensive zone draw to the left of the Phantoms. Goalkeep. Roche, Nuzio, Shaner up front. Fazio and Winton on the points. Play it back across Fazio to Winton. Winton turns, fires. Fought off. Rebounds there. It's loose. It's still loose. Still loose. Phantoms collect. Will come out of the pile with it. Fazio will get back. Phantoms dance in. Shipped ahead by Shaner. Anuccio collects. He's going to drive wide. He'll pull up. He's hauled off the puck. We're a little discombobulated. Fazio will play it across to Shaner. Shaner will turn. We'll get inside the zone. He'll pull up and play it to Roche. Roche plays it back to Shaner. Shaner turns. Looking to fire it back across. Sends it across. Winton collects. Fires it in off a stick. Winton will collect. He finds Shaner on the backside. Shaner will play it back across. It hits a stick. Karen's into the corner. Winton will get there. We got 3 on the puck. Winton finds Anuccio. Anuccio walks in, plays it to Roche. Roche plays it back to Anuccio. Quick sticks it in just wide. The Phantoms will collect it. They'll come out the other way. Fazio's there to cut it off. Shaner picks it up in the neutral zone. He'll drag in. He'll toe drag at the line. Phantoms will put it the other way. Roche will cut it off and intercept it. He's going to hold it, and now he's going to go, but we're offsides as we enter that zone. 37.6 clicks left in this one. Neutral zone draw. Now we got Spittle Pucciarello, or Spittle Pacelli, sorry. Mauer, Nooner, and Carr. Spittle pushes this one to Mauer. Mauer will drive. We'll turn up at the line. He'll play at the car. Car will turn back out with it. 1 minute left in this one. Actually, 30 seconds. Shelly will get back behind the net. I heard the sound effects go off. Maurer collects it. We'll turn with it. Phantoms are going to try to exit the zone. They're going to get back. Good step and challenge by Nunez. Shelly will play it forward. The horn will sound. 4-1. 6-7. 4-1. 6-7, 41. I don't know what it means, but hey, that is our last game before the holiday break. So we wish all of our longtime listeners and family and friends that support us a happy, safe holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating, Festivus. We wish you a Merry season. And the boys and girls of PHC 2015 hit their interim goal as they won every game in the month of December that they were scheduled to play. So thanks for staying with us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your holiday season. We'll see you in the new year.